Famous name in India, Shahrukh Khan, will be taking on Jitendra Kumar from lovely professional university. Because Shahrukh Khan is representing Chaudhry Charan Singh University, Meerut.
Yeah, 18-year-old Shahrukh Khan, 2017 Assam Junior National Boxing Championship bronze medalist, 2018 first Khelo India Junior National Boxing Championship in Delhi. He was a silver medalist, and Jitendra is his role model.
There's his opponent in the blue, Jitendra Kumar, lovely professional university. I'm actually surprised by the number of participants in boxing coming out from lovely professional university. There are quite a few. We saw some of them in the women's category as well. In the boys as well, the trend continues. And you were telling me, Paddy, you were covering the volleyball, and they had a pretty decent team there as well.
Absolutely. Yes, they had. You can understand Kurukshetra University producing the goods, but lovely professional university, well done. Which means there are certain admissions on sports quota, which is good.
We'll always support that, being ex-athletes, both of us. So definitely. But well done, lovely professional university. A lot of your athletes have made it to the rounds here, especially in the boxing ring, which is always good to see.
And the encouragement for sport has to be there. And that's the reason we are celebrating Khelo India University Games Day 4 2020 right here. And what a fantastic debut it has been about the University Games. We're all set. Siddharth Pandey, Padamji Charawat, Star Network, on Hotstar. This is another bout. This is going to be Shahrukh Khan in the red corner versus Jitendra Sharma in the blue corner. And both of them 18 years old.
And both of them look like lightweight boxers, unlike Lalit and Meva Singh before them, who looked really like middleweight boxers. This is the frame that is very similar to any lightweight boxer you'll see anywhere around the world.
And between the confines of the cold ring ropes and the outstretched canvas, people find out what they are capable of in some of the direct situations. This is the most direct situation. Doodh ka doodh, pani ka pani, boxing ring mein.
Eagerly awaiting this flyweight bout.
एक बार फिर से आपको इनका तारुफ करा दें. ब्लू कॉर्नर जितेंद्र, रेड कॉर्नर शाहरुख खान. नाम सुन के हो सकता है आप उन्हें सपोर्ट करने लग जाएं, क्योंकि सबके चहेते एक्टर हैं भी.
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल. और खुद भी DU के प्लेयर रह चुके थे. जामिया में एडमिशन था उनका, शाहरुख खान का.
उससे पहले DU में भी थे, हंसराज कॉलेज में भी थे. तो दो यूनिवर्सिटीज आप कह सकते हैं.
Absolutely. Here in the red, Shahrukh Khan taking on Jitendra Kumar of lovely professional university.
Now, when you clinch, that is not the time when you can use those punches. They'll never be counted.
Also aggressive start by both of them. You have to be very intelligent as a boxer. If you get into the ring and your opponent tries to push the tempo, what do? Do you fight fire with fire, or do you stick to your own plan or change it? These are decisions that have to be made in the ring.
Absolutely, and spur of the moment. You need to be thinking on your feet all the time. You might have done a different sort of homework. The planning might have been different, but suddenly you see an opponent who has a particular strategy. You need to have the ability to counter that situation at that particular moment. Your coach will not throw in the strategy for you. You need to be doing it for yourself.
Could not agree more. Just lost his footing there, went towards the ropes, crashed into them. Good to see he's got back right on his feet. Is Shahrukh Khan. Jitendra Kumar looking to push the tempo. The boxer from lovely professional university, Punjab.
And I think when you are able to just throw your opponent off guard, that's moral victory for you. And suddenly you start to believe in your abilities a whole lot more. And that's the reason why the red corner, Shahrukh, has to come back solid. Again, what the official was saying there, not at the back of the house. That was solid. That was into the face. Surely would have counted.
That one as well. Jitendra Kumar definitely has the upper hand in this first round. That's not allowed. Referee could have intervened. Can't rub your gloves up the face of your opponent.
You know, when they came off the ropes, there was one moment when he produced a left uppercut, and that was solid as well. So there are a couple of solid punches that he's delivered already. What that does is it wins you points, and it also hampers the spirit of your opponents.
Jitendra Kumar is setting the tempo here. He's landed those punches and he's landed them with a great amount of confidence and regularity. Shahrukh Khan has done well. He's landed a left. The points will be counted, but surely on the scoring charts, this round will go to Jitendra Kumar.
Surely he's been the aggressor. He has been the dominant factor. Certainly, no doubt about that. On more occasions than two, he has thrown his opponent into the ropes, and there he's not satisfied. He's hungry for more. He wants to give it back to back.
There goes the bell, and Shahrukh Khan is saved by the bell because Jitendra Kumar has been amazing. Can Shahrukh make a comeback? Stay with us. स्वागत है सभी दर्शकों का खेलो इंडिया यूनिवर्सिटी गेम्स का पहला संस्करण भुवनेश्वर कटक से हम सीधा प्रसारण ला रहे हैं आपके लिए बॉक्सिंग रिंग से, जहां मुकाबला है शाहरुख खान चौधरी चरण सिंह यूनिवर्सिटी मीरठ को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं और जितेंद्र कुमार जो लवली प्रोफेशनल यूनिवर्सिटी पंजाब से है। मैं हूं सिद्धार्थ पांडे, मेरे साथ है पदमजीत सरावत। पदम, पहला राउंड डेफिनेटली जितेंद्र कुमार के नाम। शाहरुख खान वापसी कर पाएंगे?
जी, हम मूवी के सेकंड हाफ में एक्टर हमेशा वापसी करते हैं। They're having a little bit of fun here, right here, because what a sport without a little bit of fun and smile. Now he goes there. He needs to be back up and running. Yes, he does that. Twice this has happened. He has been forced to slip. I say forced to slip. Yes.
Needs to stay on his feet if he, of course, needs to have any chance. He's done well there. He's landed one on Jitendra Kumar, who's still pushing the pace. He has tasted blood here, Jitendra Kumar, and there is no let up from his side.
Look at that. Good. Jitendra, normally he knows he is probably would have sealed the first round for himself. And that's the reason the onus now lies with Shahrukh Khan in the red corner to make sure that he makes a comeback. Jitendra is not satisfied though. He'll be happy with the clinch.
He'll be happy with the clinch. What the clinch also does is, of course, slows things down. And Shahrukh Khan needs a let up here. He needs the pace to be slower. How does he do that? There's no let up from Jitendra Kumar though. It's too fast from him. It's too furious from him. And Shahrukh is struggling to cope.
Yeah, there's no let up on intensity. And why? When you have your opponent on the floor, on the mat, that is where your opponent has to be. There's no charity here. This is absolute business. This is wartime, battle time, boxing time.
This is give as good as you get. It's the ring, it's the boxing ring. It's unforgiving place. Pretty ruthless in this sport. The very nature of it, one of the oldest sports, one of the original sports from the ancient Greek Olympics. Boxing hand-to-hand combat has been around since the dawn of time.
On to the ropes yet again. That's another moral victory for him. The official pushes him back and says, let the play begin yet again. There has to be a lot of work now that has to come from Shahrukh Khan. Now, whatever attempts that he's trying, they have not been decisive. No certainty there. Whatever in the midriff, he took care that his elbows were the ones that were receiving them.
Last minute of the second round. And we are not quite seeing the comeback that we hoped for from Shahrukh Khan. It has again been Jitendra Kumar who has been the aggressor. Final 40 to go. Jitendra Kumar will be very happy with the way the first round has gone and will be satisfied with how he has contained Shahrukh Khan.
Now, mind you, fouls are also tracked and affect the scoring. When a boxer commits a foul, his opponent is given 2 extra punches for the round. So it is a very clinical sort of a marking. You get points for finesse, for being a good defender, for being the aggressor, for being the dominant partner on the ring, for being a good dancer on your feet. The best exercise if you can just box 9 minutes.
Oh, it's an amazing exercise. If you can stay in the ring for 9 minutes and do quite a bit there, you will be shedding quite a few kilos.
I know what you're hinting at. Khelo India University Games. This is an interesting bout. Surely it has been dominated by the blue corner, no doubt about that. Round number 2 comes to an end.
Third round. And so far, well, it's difficult to say that Jitendra Kumar is not ahead. Shahrukh Khan tried his best, definitely behind in the first round. The mouth guard is on for Shahrukh Khan. We are waiting the start of the third. Jitendra Kumar in the blue. Lovely Professional University is the university that he is representing, and he is not going to leave anything in the third. This is the kind of start which we saw in the first as well, and he has thrown everything that he's got at Shahrukh Khan. That's one that will be counted as well. Shahrukh Khan has a mountain to climb.
Surely he has. One, because he's been nearly on the floor twice. Good that he recovered well in time. He's back on his feet yet again. But if you just look at the body language, that itself will tell you the true story. वो आपको पूरी पिक्चर सही मायने में बता देंगे. जितेंद्र का डिफेंस अच्छा है, जितेंद्र का अग्रेशन अच्छा है, उनके काउंटर पंचेस बहुत बढ़िया हैं, स्पेशली द लेफ्ट जैब, massive.
You come up against someone like Jitendra Singh, you need speed, you need movement, you need to be smart, you need to create new angles, you need to throw him off guard, all of which Shahrukh Khan unfortunately has not been able to do successfully. He has let Jitendra Kumar dominate the center of the ring especially.
And time and again we come back to how the scoring happens in the sport of boxing. It's very technical, it can be very subjective as well. What you're thinking from the commentary box, what you're watching on your television sets and on your phone on Hotstar might be very different to what the judges are thinking. But one thing's for sure, Jitendra has excelled, no doubt.
He has excelled. Looked good, Jitendra. He's looked confident. The way he's moved around the ring has also been full of confidence. He's got a swagger about him. The boy from Punjab, Lovely Professional University, Chaudhry Charan Singh University, Meerut is who Shahrukh Khan is representing.
Now it's under 70 seconds from here on. Whatever Shahrukh Khan's got, he's got to deliver now. If not now, then when. सूरत हाल ये है कि आखिरी 60 सेकंड का समय शुरू हो चुका है. तीसरा राउंड ये है. जितेंद्र रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं लवली प्रोफेशनल यूनिवर्सिटी को, और उनका न सिर्फ इस राउंड में बल्कि इससे पहले के 2 राउंड्स में भी अच्छा खासा दबदबा, अच्छा खासा बोलबाला.
सहमत हूं मैं आपकी बात से पूरी तरह पैरी, और मुश्किल है ये कहना. थैंक्स पैरी. मुश्किल है ये कहना कि जितेंद्र सिंह इस वक्त आगे नहीं चल रहे हैं. शाहरुख खान ने कोशिश ज़रूर की है, मगर जितेंद्र सिंह प्लान उनका बिल्कुल सफल रहा है.
And there was a time, Siddharth, a short while back, when he was showing his back to his opponent. Now that is the last thing you would ever want to see, and that is the last thing they would ever want to get registered in the judges' scorebook.
The third from the ring man is just going to go, as we are going into the final 10. Here it is. He's taken the third in his hand. There it goes. Final 10 now. Give it everything, Shahrukh Khan. There's no reason why you should be taking any fuel back home with you.
Yeah, and you can't transfer that further to your next bout either. It is done, dusted, buried, over. In the blue corner, it was Jitendra. In the red corner, it was Shahrukh Khan. Who won the round? It will be decided on how good the scoring was. Punches, were they clean? Defense, who had the better defense? Who had the finesse? Amongst the two of us, Siddharth has it.
I'll take that. जितने भी पॉइंट्स आपने मेंशन किए हैं पैरी, उन सब में मेरे ख्याल से जितेंद्र कुमार आगे चल रहे हैं शाहरुख खान से. तो जी हाँ, बॉडी लैंग्वेज अपनी कहानी कहता है. शाहरुख खान थोड़े से निराश अपने प्रदर्शन के साथ, जितेंद्र कुमार बहुत खुश अपने प्रदर्शन के साथ. नतीजे आने ही वाले हैं और एक हाथ ऊपर जाएगा, और हमें लगता है वो जितेंद्र कुमार का होगा.
ये हमारा ओपिनियन है सिद्धार्थ कौर मेरा. देखते हैं कि हमारा ओपिनियन ठीक होगा कि नहीं होगा. ओपिनियन ठीक, डिसीजन सॉलिड. डिसीजन आने से पहले उन्होंने हाथ उठा दिया था. वो स्वैग सिर्फ नहीं था, वो आत्मविश्वास था, वो अपने खेल में पूरा उनका कॉन्फिडेंस झलक रहा था.
हाँ बिल्कुल, वो आत्मविश्वास था, और जिस तरह का प्रदर्शन उन्होंने दिया वो वाकई काबिल तारीफ था. यूनानिमस